Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake. Man, I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on NBA's top crash out, DDawg, who was just sentenced to 10 years in prison for a body. But apparently this wasn't even his first, and he started off when he was real young. Now, I'm going to let this be known now. If I ever do anything like a public performance in life, I want my homie to be like this. Now, I had to clap the audio for copyright reasons, but look at DDawg turn it up. This is NBA YoungBoy's tour that just recently ended, and if you've been paying attention, you've likely seen DDawg. And if you're a fan of YoungBoy, you've likely seen him a lot of times before, because DDawg is the one that will jump in the crowd and put paws on you if you're starting an issue at a YoungBoy show. DDawg is not playing, and throughout this video, I'm going to show you multiple examples of how DDawg ain't playing. Now we're going to start with the most viral. This is DDawg sitting down with DJU in Louisiana.
DJU go crazy.
DJU TV, let them know who we got in the building.
If I ever did an intro and somebody just, EOS, let them know who we got in the building, and they just looked at me with these dead eyes, I'm canceling the entire interview. You look like you finna just start killing shit. I'm canceling the interview, flying back. I'm gonna act like it never happened. You asked me about, what happened to the interview? I don't know. I didn't go there. I don't know nothing about that. The way this man is looking is like he's been to Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan, Vietnam, and everything in between. But then again, he from Baton Rouge. It's a wild place down there in Louisiana. New Orleans, Baton Rouge, small cities, high murder rates.
Man, watch DDawg, man. Fuck around the chop and dog like nigga, we in this bitch.
NBA DDawg, what you on, gang?
Well, no, I'm big bullin', nigga. I'm in this bitch, you know.
You know, everything.
Well, welcome to DJU TV. It's definitely a blessing to have you. They ain't see this one coming. This a classic already. This groundbreaking already. You
Bro,
feel?
you don't give a fuck.
Exclusive already. Ain't this your first interview?
Something like that, yeah. It's good.
Yeah.
As dangerous as he looks, he's probably uncomfortable because he got this fucking body cam on his neck right now. I think that's a mic, but shit look like a body cam.
So man,
That's how I be feeling when I do interviews and shit. They gotta wire you up. You feel like a fucking fed.
man, thank you for inviting me down to the bottom of the map, right?
Uh,
So one thing I just want to start out with something that I've been implementing in my interviews as of late. My first question is,
ain't you from Chicago?
You know where I'm from?
All right. So how you feel in that booth?
Bro said, fuck your first question. I'm gonna ask the first question. If y'all don't know, DJU, he's from Chicago. He's a Chicago-based interviewer, and he used to be like the manager or DJ for King Von back in the day. Now, this is YoungBoy's right-hand man, and everybody knows the whole beef between YoungBoy's camp, Quando Rondo, and Von. It ultimately ended with King Von being killed. So he's asking him how he feels down in that boot. The boot is Louisiana because the state is shaped like a boot.
How you feel?
Man, I'm
That man stuttering.
goddamn it trying to make sure I make it home tonight.
Look, he's looking like, yeah, I'm gonna decide during this interview if I'm gonna let you make it home.
But I appreciate being here with y'all. I'm fun now. Hey,
Nervous.
Hey, I'm saying, like the way I'm trying to start my interviews now, bro. Let us know how you doing mentally. You know, how's your mental health?
Man, to be honest, I'm really fucked up, man. This shit really crazy though, yeah, man. But man, it's a lot.
I like DDawg. He's honest. How's your mental health? How you doing, man? I'm fucked up. I understand it though, and y'all are gonna understand it when you start learning more about him as this video continues. But let's skip to the most viral part of this interview where shit starts to go left.
Hey, out here. But let's talk about that real quick for the audience, because I know the audience still kind of looking like, damn, this shit crazy. DJ, you done got up with one of One of young boy homies, one of the 4K tracks.
Yeah, but it ain't really like that, man. You hear me, man? It ain't really like that. Like, man, you really just don't know. Like, man, we coming to Chicago. You don't see it on the fucking.
I know y'all.
We coming to this bitch,
I know
man.
y'all coming to Chicago.
Man, what the fuck you think?
Now, obviously, this was prior to the Chicago show being shut down. But you can tell DDawg was ready to go to that bitch. I don't think he give a fuck about security or anything like that. He's just ready to go and see about whoever.
I know y'all coming. And it's gonna be a huge audience waiting on y'all.
And we gonna rock that bitch, nigga. That's what's gonna happen, nigga. We gonna get that. Hey. Shit, man, nigga, boy.
Yeah, y'all don't think, I'm saying though, y'all don't think, Chicago might be like a danger zone?
Man, dude, don't make me choose, Paul.
So yeah, bro, I be asking, my channel Chicago based. Obviously I am, King Von's former DJ, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, let me say you something though.
There you go.
So come here. Just come here. Look. Hey, look. Oh, look.
What's this?
Hey, nigga, this that shit. This show how that motherfucking nigga, how Chicago come to that motherfucking rank and take over, nigga. Hold this, nigga. What the fuck, nigga?
Hold what? Yo, life?
Hey, man. Hey, hold this, nigga.
Hold your life?
Man,
He done pushed them. Man, he done pushed them.
hold this fucking flag, nigga. Hold this flag, nigga.
Bro.
Hold this flag, nigga.
Let's do the interview, brother. Do the interview.
Hey, man, fuck this interview, nigga.
I think DJ, you handled this in the best way possible. Cause I have no doubt in my mind if he booted up, he would have got shot repeatedly. And they probably would have made a video looking at him on the floor twitching and shit. I ain't gonna lie, DDawg, he seemed like he just don't give a fuck about nothing. And he reminds me of a couple people that I knew, but they're all locked up and not coming home anytime soon. Unfortunately, that's kind of what comes with that type of mentality is not giving a fuck. And DDawg hasn't given a fuck in a long time. But this next clip I'm about to show y'all is pretty interesting because it gives a backstory on why he just got sentenced to 10 years and the controversy behind it.
How the police trolling was the reason behind NBA DDawg killing his own homie. See, just a few days after DDawg bonded out after getting charged with an undercover police officer would spot him. This is Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and everybody knows the NBA crew and who they beef with. In the body cam footage, you can see the undercover was playing NBA 4K Trey's Ops music. They would be playing.
That's wild that people are able to actually pay attention to things like that. Not only did they get the body cam footage, but they were able to see the officers, the undercovers, listening to Fredo Bang, who's notoriously known for beefing with Youngboy.
Playing Fredo Bang, click up, and began to chase him in an all-black tinted Dodge Charger. Now, according to DDawg, he didn't think it was the police and tried to get away as he feared for his life. He ended up crashing his car and hitting his homie, who was in the passenger seat. He was charged with his homie's body, and his bond was set at $19.7 million. And
all right, I don't believe the $19.7 million thing. I think that's cap. But the situation was DDawg was getting chased, and he thought it was somebody trying to kill him. And it caused a car accident in which DDawg's friend, who was in the passenger seat, died at the scene. And then they hit another car, and a woman, I think, was left partially paralyzed or disabled, and her man ended up in like the trunk of their car. It was just a crazy situation. But a lot of people got hurt in this situation. And because it's already a felony to flee from the police, DDawg was charged with his homie's death, which is the felony murder law. If you commit a felony and someone dies, doesn't matter if it was your homie or an innocent bystander, you're responsible for that murder, for that death.
Michael, it has happened again. A suspected career criminal out on bond caught committing more crimes. Tonight, a passenger in his car is dead after the driver with an extensive criminal history fled from police. Mangled metal and car fragments are all that's left after Darian Bailey refused to stop for police.
Their whole engine fell out. Like it got head tapped. Like the car's brain is just on the floor. Just a big old engine just hanging out of it.
And slammed into a car.
Look at that. With the teddy bear in the street. Damn.
On Winborn Monday afternoon. A passenger inside the car Bailey was driving died. Years ago, Chief Murphy Paul talked about the problem his department was having with the revolving door with the justice system.
We dealt with them before. The same individuals. That is what I hear from my officers. We arrest them, and then we have to deal with them again. Shooting incidents, murders. What's right about that?
Tonight, the WBRZ investigative unit uncovered Bailey has a conviction tied to a 2012 murder. Derek Marino was killed. His wife and daughter ran out of the home, barely.
So they're saying this is DDawg's first body. Like, convicted body. And this was in 2012. DDawg's 27. That means he was 14 years old when he participated in this murder.
Escaping the gunshots after Bailey and two others showed up and killed Marino in what was described as a robbery. This was Marino's aunt at the time of his murder.
They're cowards, and all I got to tell them is they need to get up and get them a job, therefore they won't have to rob other people.
The WBRZ investigative unit uncovered a troubling history with Bailey, now tied to multiple crimes. Court records show Bailey was arrested at the age of 14 for a murder off Wyandotte in 2012. He pled guilty in 2019 to a manslaughter charge. Between his arrest for the murder in 2012 and now, he was also accused in an attempted murder from 2018. He was arrested for that shooting this month and was given a $300,000 bond by Judge Fred Crafassi. Days later, Bailey posted bond and was involved in a chase where he fled from police. It ended with the death of a passenger in his car. Questions are being raised about whether a judge even looked at the suspect's record.
This is wild. So DDawg caught a body at 14, pleads guilty in 2019 to a manslaughter, basically. Gets out in 2022, and just days later, or at some other point, gets an attempted murder. Gets out in 2022, goes on a high-speed chase, and then it causes the death of his homie. So now he's charged with a second body. So this is the appeal of Benjamin Bailey, who I'm assuming is DDawg's older brother or older relative. And the facts of the case are, on the evening of November 6th, 2012, Derek Something, his wife, and their teenage daughter were at a home in Baton Rouge. Around 6:30 p.m., there was a loud gunshot outside, then the front door flew open. Derek was sitting at the table. His wife saw two people standing in the doorway with ski masks on. She heard gunshots, grabbed her daughter, and they ran out the back of their home to a neighbor's house. Very good reaction skills on her part. 3 gunmen fired through the open door at Derek. Derek was struck several times. He was brought to the hospital where he died. The 3 perpetrators were later identified as the defendant, Juan Herbert, the defendant's cousin, and Darian Bailey, the defendant's brother, a minor at the time of the shooting, but tried as an adult. So DDawg did this with his older brother. He was only 14 at the time, and their cousin. Juan was charged with second-degree murder. He entered into a plea agreement with the state where, in exchange for his truthful testimony, he would be allowed to plead guilty to manslaughter. Juan testified on the day of the shootings. He, the defendant, and Darian went to Juan's apartment on Pompous Street. They were driven there by a woman. According to the detectives with the Baton Rouge Police Department, the defendant and the girl were dating. Juan testified at his apartment they retrieved an AK-47, a shotgun, and a handgun. Later that day, the 3 walked to Derek's house and knocked on the door. Juan had the AK-47, the defendant had the shotgun, and DDawg had the handgun. Juan heard someone in the house say that he was coming. Juan then kicked the door in and shot Derek. Juan was not sure how many times he fired. Juan was shot, apparently accidentally, 4 times in his back by DDawg. According to Juan, the 3 of them then went to a dumpster in the parking lot of Arcadia, whatever, on the corner there, So Juan kicks the door, whatever, blasts dude. DDawg starts dumping, but ends up shooting Juan in the fucking back. I mean, he's only 14. And anyways, Juan ended up testifying, so fuck him, right? Juan testified that following this, the girl drove the three to the hospital where Juan was treated for his injuries. Detectives talked to Juan while he was at the hospital. Juan indicated that he lied to them to ask how he got shot. He indicated he was with his cousins on Plank Road and got shot in a drive-by. A week later, detectives returned to the hospital to talk to him. He testified and gave them a different account of what happened. He told detectives he was with Bryson and DB, and they discussed robbing someone. Juan indicated at trial that the truth was that he, the defendant, and DDawg were armed and went to Derek's house. Juan admitted that he was the one who shot Derek. Juan had prior convictions for illegal use of a weapon and simple burglary of an inhabited dwelling. Okay, so it's saying that he's the one that actually killed dude. DDawg didn't kill the guy. DDawg shot the guy that killed the guy accidentally. So maybe this isn't DDawg's first body, according to what this is saying. And maybe the shots just went through his older cousin and hit the other guy still. But we'll keep going through. We'll see what else this says. This is my first time reading this with y'all. We're reacting to it together. A detective with the Baton Rouge Police Department testified when he arrived at the scene. There were 3 different shooters since there were 3 types of shell casings, 22 caliber casings in the front yard, 7.62 casings, and a shotgun wadding. So everybody fired. Every gun that they brought with them got popped. And I'm guessing that DDawg had that 22, and that's why Buddy didn't die. That's pretty interesting to hear. So actually that clears up. DDawg didn't kill the guy, but because of his participation, he ended up charged with the crime. And it also clears up DDawg kept it solid at 14, while his older cousin ratted on his older brother and him. But unfortunately, running from the police while thinking it's an enemy trying to kill you caused a crash, which caused the death of one of DDawg's friends. And holding that responsibility, knowing that something you did caused or played a role in someone's death, whether it was someone close to you or not, it's gonna bother you if you're human, right? The fact that DDawg is a gangster, I believe it'll still affect him because it wasn't an enemy that was killed. It was his homie. And he wasn't attempting to kill his homie. He was attempting to get away, thinking him and his homie could be killed. That's the thing about undercover cops, bro. Like, you don't know who's in it. You don't know if it's the police. You almost hope it's the police because if it ain't them, you know it's somebody else trying to do something to you. And in the process of fleeing, this is how it ends. DDawg was sentenced to 10 years in prison. It sounds like he's been inside a prison or facilities the majority of his life. If he went from 2012 to like 2018 or 19 fighting that murder, he's back in his environment. And unfortunately, with a 10-year sentence, the best thing he could have done is exactly what he did. He went on tour with NBA YoungBoy. He got to see and experience things most people never will. He was on stage with the biggest superstar in the rap game on one of the biggest tours in recent years. And he got to celebrate that and be there for every moment. And he's going to carry those memories with him in the chain gang. And I have no doubt the way he acts, he's going to be perfectly fine in prison. He's probably going to be a fucking problem in there too. But it sounds like it's going to be a long time before we see DDawg again. But hey, it's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all, y'all rocking with me. Till next time.